Hello, bonjour, savant. How are we tonight? It is Tuesday, February the 10th, 2026, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the totally frozen shores of Lake Huron. I was out for my walk today. It actually got to 2 degrees. It was just balmy out there. So I walked down to the lake. It's interesting because they've taken all the snow and they've shoveled it to make this fence of snow across the I was going to say a driveway, but the road that goes down to the lake. And so they've obviously cut everybody off from driving, so you have to walk. And I always walk anyway, so I walked down a little bit, and it's kind of sort of like feeling like spring. You even heard a bird chirping. It's exhilarating. Anyway, so on my way back, I decided that it was time for another video, and I've been getting the nudge. It's a number of things to talk about tonight. So the first thing, I'm going to catch up from a few days ago. In meditation, I heard that the pain construct is now done. So I thought, oh, that's really interesting. I've never heard that before. I mean, we hear about that this is a time and space continuum. It's a construct. This is a simulation, quantum physics, the whole bit. We've kind of touched on these different subjects now and then, haven't we? But that's the first time I've heard about the pain construct is done. I'm liking that one. I like to hear that. So I was all excited. This is great. This is fantastic. I love it. Tell me more. And then, just didn't happen because I had to go really deep to get that information. And then I just started thinking about, moving and the whole bit, and all that kind of brought me back to 3D, and poof, like if you do not focus like 110%, you can, you just kind of get kicked out of that frequency of light that you need to be in to hear the information coming in. So hopefully I can get back there again at some point, but yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Now, the second thing I'm supposed to be talking about with you is basically we're going to have a little switch in our conversations here. We're going to start talking more about, I'm just going to call it like mystery school information or metaphysical, esoteric. Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go down that path. I usually don't touch on that in the videos because the videos reach a large group, and I only discuss this with people who are already understanding this. But I get the feeling, I get the sense that this is a door to be opened now for us to talk about on a wider scope. There's so many new people waking up. There's so much information out there that I'm seeing that people could be steered down the wrong pathway. And so all of this information is now coming out to help those of you who are new at this. This is like all new information, what we've been talking about here for a very long time. And I was also asking the question, like, how can people handle this? Like, it can be really overwhelming if you do not have that type of mind that is really open-minded, and you're not, you're not super duper brainwashed, let's put it that way. It's the nicest way I can phrase it. That an introduction into discussing off-worlders, different beings from different planets, all that mystery school information, metaphysical, there's a lot. There's a lot. Sacred geometry, the music notes, the A440 hertz, how that was changed. That beeping is my dishwasher just ending after my dinner. The musical notes, you know how we had the beautiful solfeggio system of musical notes, like the Gregorian chants that could literally heal you on the spot, and how those beings, the control beings on your world and on your planet, we got to put a stop to that. We can't have anything good happening here, can we, for the humans? And we've got to arrest their development, their spiritual development, so they won't become, more powerful than us. Because baseline, bottom line, we are more powerful than the control freaks on the planet. So, this is going to be revolutionary thought for some of you, most of you, not all of you. But it's going to come out. I'm hearing the information is going to just be pouring out hot and heavy, because you've got to get caught up. Okay, so it's not like for myself, this has been going over 20 years now. It was a very slow process for me of learning the information, but then I'm very open-minded about this kind of stuff anyway, so I just view it as I don't know, I'll listen to the information and then I'll make a decision. So I don't just automatically, when I hear new information, go, oh, that's crazy, that's nuts, I don't want to hear anymore. Like, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to believe it. I don't do that. It's like I'm open to all possibilities. So when this information starts coming through us here, I just want you to take a moment, ground yourselves, go into meditation, just ask the question, well, maybe, what if this information were, correct? This will change, this will revolutionize my whole world, my whole way of thinking, and it will. And you will change and you will never be the same again. And that's a good thing. So it's not to be afraid of this conversion to your higher light, because you're stepping out of your old light, your old lower light, your old ego processing unit. And you're stepping into your higher light. It's a glorious thing. So you need that information to help you do that. It's like going through, I've seen like a swinging door, maybe even a revolving door. So if you go through the door, oh, I'm seeing all this new information. I'm scared. Like, is it for real? What if there are beings out there? What if it's not like the church told us, and like we're the only intelligent species in the whole huge, gigantic universe, multiverse? That's going to burst your bubble. That you may freak out a bit. But I mean, seriously, think about it. Seriously? What's the probability of that there's no life anywhere else? Do you know how many planets are out there? It's tons, gazillions. We're not the only species of thought around, okay? Sorry to burst your bubble if this is the first time you're hearing this, but this is where we're going to go from now on. Been given the green light to go ahead and talk about it. We have to educate you, get you up to speed as quickly now as possible, because the events happening on your world and on your planet are going to be so awesomely connected to the off-worldly, outer-worldly worlds of higher light. Like, you got to be educated. You can't be ignorant of these things. Okay? So I guess that's where we're going to go next. I have started already posting some information on my Healing Our Energy Facebook page. If you want to take a look, I'm just sort of putting this out gently, a little bit at a time. So you'll start to get the gist, if you're interested. You'll start to get the gist of the flow of where we're going to go with our thought sequences, teaching of the different constructs on your world and on your planet. The ones that aren't correct, the ones that are hindering your advancement in your spirit light. In other words, they're keeping you small, they're keeping you limited, they keep you brainwashed for a reason so you can play the victim. You think you're the victim, so you are the victim. You are what you think. Now, you've heard that saying, you are what you eat. That's true, right? In the physical body. Yeah, everybody can see what you eat by the size of you. Not always necessarily true, because sometimes your metabolism or your thyroid has a part to play in that, right? But you know what I'm saying. So it's the same thing. Your reality is as you think. Your thoughts create your reality. You're going to hear this a lot more over the years from us. And if not through, me, Cynthia, it'll be through someone else. But this is the information being bombarded in your planet now. You got to grow up. There's no more wasting time. There's no time to waste. You have to learn this, and you have to learn this like yesterday. So I'm hearing that what are those gloves that you take off? Kid gloves are coming off because we've been very gentle in our approach here. But we're going to be saying some more hard-hitting revelations, reviews. Yeah. I don't know what they are. I'm just hearing this to say this, and I'm going, uh-oh, what are you getting me into here? Like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But, yeah. Yes, I am the spokesperson. I'm the messenger, so I will do my duty. Yes. Should be interesting. I learned all this stuff, like, as I said, decades ago. And unless I have a client or have had a client who's already there, understands it, then I don't get into those discussions. We don't go there. It's not that I can't go there, but it's too scary to most people. But you've got to pull the wool off of your eyes now. You have to see the truth and the revelations of the higher light. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just you've been brainwashed for so long to think so many, dastardly things are going to happen if you wake up. That you have to confront your fear, bottom line. That's what we're getting at. Have to confront your fear. Some of you will stay stuck, maybe another lifetime, that's okay. We do what we do, right? No judgment. But discernment is your biggest, your lack of discernment is your biggest enemy now. That's how I'm hearing it. So you have to learn this. If one, you want to survive this, and two, if you want to really escalate your higher light, like your ascension dynamics, your ascension purpose. And it is more fun on the ascension path. It is higher, lighter, brighter. You're calmer, happier, more at peace, because you're coming from your power. You're powerful. You don't have these little control freaks running your mind and telling you what to do, and that you're just nothing. You're just like worthless. You're dumb. You're stupid. You don't know anything. We know better. Let us tell you what to do. Let us run your life for you, because you're incapable. Let's face it. You're not too bright. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. And you fall for it. Higher spirit light beings don't do that. They teach, they guide, they show you. As in the example, they teach you how to fish. They don't just give you the fish. They're not going to step in and save you. They teach you how to provide for yourself. So this is advanced training now. We're going to get into more of the mastership program here instead of the coddling and keeping everything still and quiet for you and not ruffling anybody's feathers. But now we're going to step into the mastership program. We're going to start teaching you from a higher masterly way of being. So I guess you'll make your decision whether you want to continue learning in your higher light or just dismiss it. Well, it's okay too. It's all right. But we're there for you. We are your teachers of higher thought and wisdom light. And we are burning very bright. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We are speaking to you from our higher angelic might. God bless. We bid you adieu and good night. Okay. Woo! Didn't expect all that coming out. I had a little inkling, which is all I ever get, a little feeling. There's just so much I've been shown in the last few days. I could just... I was even shown to go back through a whole stack of papers. Like I've got, how can I show you here? It's just... oh my goodness, of when I first started waking up and how I was first advised to start meditation, which I fought tooth and nail. I finally did it, and then, amazing things happened. And then I was advised for ages to do automatic writing. Like just sit down, pen and paper, and you just start to write. And you don't know what you're going to write, but you just start writing, and then by the time you're done, you've got this whole story in front of you. And I found those papers. I've been trying to clean out these closets here with all my papers and stuff. And I read the very first, I had to put them all in order. They were all over the place. But I had sat down for about a year every single day and did the automatic writing. And then I thought it was like gobbledygook. It didn't make any sense. I just thought, what is this? And at the end of a year, I realized I don't really need to do this anymore because I understand now. And then I let it sit for a year, and I went back after that and I read it, and it all made perfect sense. So that's kind of how it is. I mean, you may understand it right away, but I didn't. But I'm glad I did it because when I got everything, according to date, I think I started in February. Or was it December? I think it was December 2005 when I started. And I think the very first page that I wrote, and I continued that on for a year, I think until March or so. It went through to 2007. I think that's when it about ends. And the very first page, it was, hi, Cynthia. Thank you for beginning this with us. We're here to help you and to guide you. We're going to give you information. We would like you to do this, this, and this. And we're going to work together. And it's just like an introduction. This is who we are. This is what we're looking forward to doing with you. Please continue the writing, etc., etc. And I'm reading this for the first time in since 2007 or 2008 when I last looked at it, and it's like, wow, this is really cool. Yeah. And you get the drift of how your guides, your higher selves, your off-worlder buddies, family, how they talk. There's a certain way that we talk. You listen to me, this is the way Cynthia talks. That's how I talk. And your friends, your mom, your dad, your kids, aunts, uncles, co-workers, they all have a certain way in language. Some of your friends swear every other word, and some are very gentle, and others are brusque. I mean, everybody has their own way of expressing. So it's the same when you're tuning in and you're learning your guides for the first time, or as I say, this whole entourage that we all have. You'll start to get to understand who is doing the speaking. So when we are giving you the messages, as you've heard us say, you'll hear me sometimes from my higher guidance system. You'll hear me sometimes from my angelic light or my higher angelic frequency light or the starlight beings or the central sun beings or whomever. So you understand there's a different kind of a speech pattern, different way, and you get to know. there's a personality there. There's a character there. You understand who you are listening to and who you can carry on a conversation with. So it's kind of sort of like that. And that's how I began. And I had forgotten all this. I mean, I remembered I was doing automatic writing, but I forgot about all that I wrote. So I'm going to go through the next few days, however long it takes me. It probably will take me quite a while to read all that, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to read it all. Started off with 1 page, and then it was 2, and then pretty soon a whole day was like 10 pages, or I don't know. I almost get the feeling I'm supposed to either read this to you on a video or get it published, and they know how much I don't like doing that kind of stuff. So it could be turned into a book, I suppose. Yeah, it's too much trouble. Anyway, and this is for, the new people waking up, to help you, to guide you so you don't go off track and have somebody else telling you what to do that's incorrect. Because when you're waking up, it's like a baby, and you don't know which way to go. And, oh, this person looks really nice. We get fooled by the exterior. Oh, they look really good. They sound good. They're saying all the right words. And it may be, like the worst thing you could do. So this is to teach you discernment and understanding of how to become that telepathic, all-powerful, all-knowing being that we all are. Each one of us is. But again, we've been squelched for so long and taught we're useless and nothing and no good and don't deserve it. God, are we dumb? What do you mean? You don't know anything. How many times kids we've been, oh my gosh, I heard that constantly throughout my lifetime. My father always said that. And that's how we're raised. So you get demoralized. You think you are dumb. You think you are stupid. You think you are useless. And we're all powerful. But they dumbed us down to control us. It's been a prison planet. It's not anymore. So you have to come out of your victimhood and start assessing where you are on your spiritual journey, then venture forward. And I just see you as going so fast. You don't have the time to waste. Right? You have to grasp this and understand this so quickly now. But of course, it's all happening in perfect timing. Or you would have come in earlier, or you would have woken up earlier. So it's going to be okay. Everything is always okay. All right? Spirit's got you. Source knows what it's doing. Created this whole scenario in the first place. So anyway, I feel like I've been talking long enough. This has been our new intro. I have no idea where this is going to lead, but you will be the first to know. Okay. Gonna go. Love you always. Take care of yourselves and others. If you do wish to book an appointment with us, you can go to the website www.healingourenergy.ca and book something there. All right. It's been pleasant working with you. It's always a pleasure working with you. It's wonderful to see your progress and your alignment in your higher light. All right, we're going to go. Blessings. Bye for now.